First of all, I want to thank everybody coming out. We had a great crowd for homecoming. I want to give all the credit in the world to Northwestern. They were the better team today. Well coached, played hard, didn't make a whole lot of mistakes. So number one, you got to give those guys credit. I take full responsibility. We weren't ready to play today. Really, on offense and defense, thought we could have played a lot better. Made a lot of mistakes. We're having the same issue, keeps popping up all year long, which is being able to consistently be able to run the ball and being able to protect the quarterback. So the bye week couldn't come at a better time. We got to spend some more time cleaning up some things there. Special teams, I did not think we were consistent today. We had a chance to flip the field in the punt game a couple times. We weren't able to do that. And then on defense, I thought overall we played solid, but we did not tackle as well as we've tackled in previous weeks. We were throwing shoulders, not wrapping up, things like that. So again, I take full responsibility. We will get it fixed. I want to thank the 102,000 fans and all the media that came out to support us. We will get this fixed. I promise you and guarantee you that. We will get it fixed. So open it up to questions.
With microphones, please raise your hand. Bring a microphone to you.
James, did you see this coming late in the week in terms of the your team was maybe a little tired, or where do you gauge the emotional effort today?
No, I actually think, you look how we've played all year long. We've started some games slow. We've been able to come back and rally late in games. And you can only do that so many times. Welcome. You can only do that so many times. It's going to come back to haunt you. You got to be able to play all 4 quarters. You got to start strong. You're going to have to be able to establish a running game and protect the quarterback. All the things we talked about. We've been able to get by with this, with playing smart, with playing hard, with playing with tremendous effort and persevering. Let's be honest, we haven't played pretty really all year long, and it caught up to us. It caught up to us today against a good, solid, well-coached, hard-nosed team.
The fumble where you had after the pick six, was that a case where the guys were maybe still a little bit in shock from the way that happened? Or
excuse me?
The fumble after the pick six, was that a case maybe where you guys are still a little bit in shock after the way that happened, or was it just Northwestern leaning on the ball?
No, that wasn't.
James, are you disappointed that the offensive line isn't further along 5 games into the season?
Yeah, I need to watch the tape. This is what I do know. I know those kids care about this team and Christian Hackenberg and playing better than anybody. And I love those kids. So we got to get it fixed. We got to help them out. And that's going back to fundamentals and those types of things. Nobody cares more than they do. They want to play well. We got to help them.
Coach, there was one point from the end of the second quarter to about midway through the third quarter where you had passed, I think, 18 straight times or something like that, and then you got the 9-yard run for Belton. Was that part of the game plan, or did you just feel like you couldn't get anything established enough with the run to even, mix it in a little bit here and there in the third quarter?
No, we were trying to run the ball early in the game. We weren't able to effectively do that, so we started to depend on the pass more. Very similar to what we've done the last 4 weeks that we've went 4-0 with.
James, as the game was going on, it was still just 14-6, and then Christian throws the interception. Where did you think you were, even though maybe you weren't playing well? The game was still very much in doubt at that point.
With them missing the extra points, we were down by 14. We were down by 14, so I thought we were still very much in it. But the thing we weren't able to do, we weren't able to get the momentum. We weren't able to get the momentum at any point. We had the big play to Deshaun. He went up in traffic and made a big play. But we weren't able to get the momentum kind of on our side consistently. Early on, I thought we had a chance, but we did things that you can't do. We dropped the ball for a first down. We would have penalties. Very similar story. And like I said, I think that's probably more than anything is we played similar to what we played all year long against a good opponent, and it caught up to us.
Coach, back here. After the game, when you guys went back in the locker room, what were the players like? What were the feelings like in the locker room in general? Did you say anything to them also?
Yeah, they're disappointed. They're angry. They're frustrated. they're very prideful, and they want to get it fixed. So the good thing about us is we practice on Sundays. So we'll get back to work tomorrow with a modified schedule, with it being a bye week. And we'll get it fixed. The one thing I think is going to be really nice is Sundays are usually rushed for us in terms of watching the last film and getting on to your next opponent. Now we can really spend time, going back, watching this game, correcting any issues that have been showing up throughout the entire season, and really spend a week focused on us. You would have loved to be able to go into the bye week with a W, knowing you still had issues that you needed to get resolved. We weren't able to do that, but the bye week couldn't come at a better time.
James, you guys were without Naeem today, and looks like you could be for a little while. With
You basing that off of what?
The way you looked, arm in a sling, a cast, just observations. But if you'd like to update it.
No.
But anyhow, with Kabinda in there making his first action, what did you think of his performance? Just gut instincts as well as we saw Vaughn, and then more of Jason as it went on. So what?
Yeah, I thought Jason did some nice things for his first game, out there getting some action and things like that. I was pleased with him. Obviously, he's going to learn from it. We're going to be able to watch the tape. Vaughn was able to get some more playing time as well, but there's no doubt that we missed Naeem, but he'll be back for our next game.
James, you mentioned that you couldn't grab momentum, but when they missed on the fake field goal late in the first quarter, did you feel you could have grabbed the momentum right there?
I think it was a great opportunity to grab the momentum, but we weren't able to do it. We just weren't consistent offensively, and we're too one-dimensional right now.
Coach, with Christian, and you talked about the offensive line. Are you concerned that he's focused in on looking on the rush instead of taking his eyes off downfield?
No.
James, when we talked to you on Wednesday, you said you didn't want to reveal your plans for the bye week until you got a chance to talk to your players about that. Not sure if you've done that yet, but figured I'd ask, what are your plans for the modified week, and what are your goals? What do you want to improve on those?
Yes. I did tell you that, and I apologize because I'm not going to share that today, because my plan was after the game to tell the players, and I didn't really feel like that was the focus, that what it needed to be. So I told them, well, the normal Sunday, come in on Sunday, and then I'll tell them what the bye week schedule would be from there. So once again, I don't want to tell you something before I've told the players. That wasn't my plan, but the way the game went, I just didn't really want to be talking about the bye week. I wanted to talk about the game and how much I cared about them, and that we need to get these things fixed. And there's nobody that wants to get it fixed more than they do, and that we do as a coaching staff.
James, after Christian short-armed that pass to Bill, both of them kind of had a little confrontation on the sideline. You probably haven't seen it, but it was on TV. They kind of got in each other's face a little bit. Is that something that's okay to have happen on the sideline? Is that just emotions, or can you not really say anything?
Football, I didn't see it. Football's an emotional game played by passionate people. And to be honest with you, I'm okay if guys vent their feelings and things like that, as long as we move on from it and there's no issues, from that point on. I scream and yell on the headset. Other people scream. I mean, that's part of it. But as long as it doesn't go from there, I'll address it. I didn't really know about it. But we'll address it and we'll move forward. But the game's played with emotional, passionate people. They put a lot into it. They're very prideful. Those things happen from time to time.
James, Christian took a number of hits today, and he also had the one where he lowered his shoulder on the other kid. So with the number of hits that he's taking, where are you with that with him and the development and understanding for him to be able to stay on the field so he can help you as much as he can?
Well, first of all, I want to make sure that young man for Northwestern is okay. And from everything I was told, most of the stuff that was being done was precautionary. So thank God for that. I thought the people that came out and took care and handled that young man did it first class. I mean, it couldn't have been handled any better. So I was really happy with that. Yeah, there's no doubt with Christian, we want to limit the hits on him, and he's taking way too many hits right now. We got to get that resolved. We got to get the running game going, and we got to be able to protect our quarterback.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. And guys, once again, I want to thank everybody for coming. And I want the fans, and I want the media, and I want the recruits, and I want everybody to know that there's nobody that cares more than this coaching staff and these players, and we will get this fixed. We will get this fixed. Thank you.